Well, that was fun. That was fun. And we were able to do it because we played on both ends. That's obviously a really good Notre Dame basketball team, and we were able to do some really good things on the defensive end. We held them to 30% from three, which they're the best 3-point shooting team in the country. 43% from the field, and just really got stops when needed. Whenever they, went down at us, I felt like we had an answer. Obviously, Tanaya Latson in the second half, she was unstoppable. But in the first half, kids that made threes and kept us in the game. Carla in that second quarter run, Carla, Mariana, Sydney Bowles, Omaria Gordon. Like it was a total team effort. And that's how you have to win these types of games. And that's what we did here on the road.
Coach, you get a Gatorade shower there or something?
It was water. Yeah. The girls we had a water celebration in the locker room. So
Love that. How is this team's confidence right now? I mean, back-to-back ranked wins, and then you go and beat the top 3 team in the country. How is this?
It's yeah, I mean, we're confident, but I think it's more of just like it's more of just like an understanding of what they're capable of, and just like a coming into their own in terms of doing what we do, being us, and just responding to whatever adversity. Obviously the last few weeks have been different for us with having some players that are injured and out, and our team just keeps responding. And today, they just keep responding, and they just have level heads, and that's what I love was the poise they played with today.
Well, I was going to ask, was there a kind of an extra feeling of confidence going into this game, considering what you guys did against Georgia Tech without Tanaya and Omaria, being able to do that without them, and then getting them back into the lineup, that jolt of energy plus, it makes your team twice as good.
Yeah, I mean, it felt good to have all 12 of us, all 12 of our players. It definitely felt good. You felt like, okay, we're going in whole. We don't have to wonder. We knew, and again, it was just about, okay, all 12 of us, we do us. We do us. We're solid on the defensive end, on the offensive end. So it felt good to just go in whole is what I'd say, and just know that we were going to give it our best effort.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Coach, the second quarter, when you called the timeout, what did you saw from the zone defense that made you want to attack them with the threes? Like, what was some of the adjustment that you made from that?
Well, I mean, we talked about, we just needed to play faster. We were hesitant, I thought, on both ends of the floor. I wasn't happy with our toughness / just intensity. I thought we were tentative. And so even against their zone, we needed to attack faster. We needed to move the ball faster, cut faster, attack off the dribble faster. And we did. And it was led by Tanaya. I mean, she came out and, just was turned up her pace in the half court. And then she got, she had 9 assists. She found shooters by doing that. And so that was really what it was. It was just deciding to play at our pace and turn up the intensity.
Coach, you guys are on a 4-game winning streak, and 3 of those games were shorthanded. Did you guys get better with having to play without 2 of your best players, do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think when you have players that, are able to step up and confidently, Sydney Bowles and Carla and, kids that just, normally they had to do more in those games. And so it does give you confidence. It does, just gets you reps, gets you minutes, gets you all those things where you're ready, you feel good. And I think that definitely, the timing was great. I mean, it was, it's a blessing in disguise, a silver lining, all those cliches. We were able to get those wins and know what we're capable of.
Brooke, I'm sorry if you got asked this earlier, but a lot of teams might push a team like Notre Dame to the brink on the road, but it's hard to finish the job. Just talk about the way when they cut the lead, the way you guys were able to close it out.
Yeah, I mean, we went down and made plays, and we had kids that went and scored the ball. That's the way yeah, they did make a push. They did, and they went, they attacked mismatches. They went and posted up Sonia Citron, and who was a really good player and bigger than some of our kids. They would, they tried to do some ISO things against mismatches, and even when they scored, I felt like we had an answer. I felt like we came down, and Tanaya was able to get to the basket and score, or KK got a big bucket. And that really was it. We didn't have empty possessions too much throughout that run that they were making. Yeah, they had a good fourth quarter. They scored 24 points, but I felt like we were able to respond by scoring as well.
So I wondered, I did my taxes before I left the office. She had sent it down.
Coach, Coach, a lot of records were broken tonight. Michaela broke the all-time rebounds. Tonight got 2,000 points and free throws. Just of all those records, just anything that really that really stands out in particular.
Just that we have really good players on our team, and it's just like we have players that have been here. That's what stands out to me. It's like those records are awesome. Those records come because these kids have been here, and they KK 4 years, Tanaya 3 years. Like, you can break records when you're around and you're playing at a high level, the whole time you're here. And that's what those two have done. They have played at a high level every minute they've been on the floor and given their all. So that's what, I love. I mean, Tanaya, 2,000 points, my goodness, crazy. And then KK, I mean, rebounding. And it's so funny because KK got the career rebounding record, and I feel like she has more rebound, like she could rebound even more if she wanted to in games. Like, I just feel like, she's just now scratching the surface of what she's capable of. So just so proud of them.
Coach, it really seems like the rebounding was a big key in this game. Notre Dame is a team that has a good amount of size.
Yeah.
And yet you guys were able to win the rebounding battle 43-40. And also the second chance points, because of that, you were able to keep them down on that. So to me, that, and also you were able to keep them out of transition. It seemed like that was the big thing. Was that your focus in this game defensively, trying to keep them running?
Yeah, it was. I mean, with this team, they're so good in transition and they're so good on the boards. That was a huge focus. All 5 of us had to box out. We had to, box out, and then first play transition defense, and then box out, and and we were able to get a lot of offensive rebounds too, which I was surprised about that because they're a really good defensive rebounding team. I thought they would hold us off the boards a little bit more, but we were relentless and were able to get back in transition for the most part. So that's growth for us. It's big time growth. Couple more for Coach.
Coach, I think you guys only had 4 turnovers in the first half. What is, doing a stat like that and giving them possessions, just how important is, working on something like that?
Yeah, against a team like this who like leads the conference in steals or is up there in steals and are forcing turnovers, and that's huge. And so again, it was our poise, it was our finding shooters and finding great shots, and was really key in the first half. And so, we're a low turnover team, and you need to be against a team like this.
Coach, this was really a team effort. I mean, you could say you wouldn't have won this game without, and then fill in the blank of like the right players.
Yeah.
But I really feel like Carla Villegas,
Yep.
she was the one who really got you going in that second quarter, it seemed like.
Yep.
And kind of shot them out of their zone that they were playing. How big a deal was that to give you momentum that gave you the lead going into halftime?
It was huge. It was huge. I mean, she kept shooting. I think she missed her first 3. They were all good looks. She missed her first 3. And but it didn't deter her. She went in and hit the next 4. So, and that's what she does. Just, she just, great shooters just keep shooting, and that's what she did. And so she was a huge piece of why we went on that run in the second quarter. Huge.